Hey Mares, wanted to show you something on this whiteboard real quick after going through the traffic and conversion conference this year, the 80/20 book with Perry Marshall and some of the Brendan Burchard stuff over the weekend. I wanted to share with you, and I thought this would be the best method of being able to share the information. So what the 80/20 book does is tells you how you need to be set up with different price points at different levels for different products and programs. And then we assume as long as everything's good and everything's being marketed correctly, and then downselling, cross-selling, upselling type stuff, you should receive 20% of everybody that walks through one door will walk through the next door. So let's take a look at an example. So if they were to get 10,000 opt-ins from, say, Facebook ads into what they call a lead magnet. So basically, you're offering something of value for free, and if you got 10,000 opt-ins, they assume and want you to get your funnel and your value propositions to where 20% of these people will take you up on your $7 offer, which puts 20% of 10,000 is 2,000 people. So 8,000 won't take you up on receiving something for free, and then your $7 offer. They call this the tripwire, which is basically something of value, which turns the prospect into a buyer. The cool thing is, with Facebook, the 10,000 opt-ins, the really, really good opt-ins, you can get for $1. And let's just say, it's $1 to, I don't know, $1.40. The reason why the tripwire is so powerful is 7 times 2,000 is $14,000, which covers your opt-ins or your database building of your lead magnet. So basically, this is a net zero at a 20% conversion ratio, which means you have an unlimited marketing budget. But we're just going to run this model for 10,000 opt-ins at $1 to $1.40. 20% of people take you up on your $7 offer. Basically, that tripwire now pays for your marketing. So now everything else is profit from here on out. So your lead magnets are, free reports, a piece of your $97 product, which I'll cover right now. So the next level is 97. So 20% of 2,000 is 400 people. And your 97 for you guys, I was thinking probably bundling up all the materials of Boost, communication plan, 7 steps, having a package of all the materials for $97 would definitely be worth it. So 400 people took you up on the 97. That's 40,000. And then your next is your Boost at $497 or 3 payments of $197. So if 20% of those people bought Boost, you're down to 80. 80 times 500 is another 40,000. So, and then if they hit the no thanks on Boost at $497, they're made the offer of getting all the materials for $97. And when the $7 webinar, they're offered these things with downsells of $97. And then people that buy that say, hey, it's only, an X amount more payments to actually get the training. So these things work back and forth. So 20% of those people, let's just say, sign up for your $500 a month coaching, and it's a 6-month contract, or they stay for an average of 6 months. So each of these persons is worth $3,000. So there's another 48,000. And let's just say out of the 10,000, 20% of those So we'll just do 4, sign up for your $12.50 a month mastermind, so that's 15 grand a year, which is another, 60,000. So all I'm doing is just showing you how these guys are setting themselves up like a baseball stadium, in that they have different things to sell at different levels, and then they assume a 20% conversion ratio through the next door. So 10,000 walk through this door, 2,000 walk through the next door, so on and so forth. But the fact that this covers this, you're looking at anywhere from, per 10,000 opt-ins, you're looking at there's $188 right there, 188, thousand, and your marketing budget's, paid for. And this I would have as group coaching, by the way. So that's just an example of how these guys have unlimited marketing budgets. And as long as they're set up with different doors to walk through, how you could generate a free database from scratch and make a lot of money, as long as these value points are complete no-brainers. So the $7, I would imagine, be the Great Retrace webinar. This be the materials. This be Boost. Group coaching and a mastermind, or you could even do another, program in there instead of this. I wouldn't do one-on-one. Again, group for everything. So I just wanted to show you this. All right, so a couple things real quick. The assumptions here are these 10,000 people are complete strangers. So, and the $7 here could be anything, again, webinar. But the cool thing about Infusionsoft is when they come in, they then sort of campaigned a little differently to take that next step. So if the 2,000 people that watched this and got out their credit card for $7, a 20% ratio, the other 1,600, are made special offers on this. So we're just trying to get everyone to step through the door. This is just one model, one funnel, very conservative on the monetary on the side here, and not saying that if goodwill and value propositioned, over time you could do way better than, these numbers right here. But the whole point is to get people through those doors. You can do a whole lot better, but this is just one framework, one funnel of a couple products that I know you kind of already have, just to illustrate a point. All right, and one last thing is the campaigning that goes on here is really, really simple. So when they receive the lead magnet, everything says, hey, thanks for that. You're going to get it in your email. Oh, by the way, if you like that, you might like this. And then whatever they receive also, sends them to a link to try to get them to purchase here. But really the campaigning here is knowing where they're at, and then just saying, oh, by the way, if you like that webinar, you can have all the materials we talked about, go here. So really simple is, if you like that, you might like this. And then you might like this. They're reminded until they actually, take you up on that door. So campaigning can be really, really, really simple, and that's all I got.